What's going on, guys? Andy here, G4 Outdoors, and we're back again with the Canik TTI Combat.
Well, here's a little story about two friends that came together, and we started up a YouTube just to talk about whatever. We're on a boat catching big bass and smashing them cats, from review videos to just making you laugh. Cause we got guns, we got knives, we got fishing, we got hunting, we got everything you like, so hit that subscribe button. We're in the outdoors, doing things that we love. We're talking guitars, girls, green grass, and guns.
So as you guys saw from the first couple videos that we've done on this firearm, we have had a little bit of issues with it. Nothing crazy, nothing super crazy. But what I find insane is I contact Canik, like anyone should. I send an email out and don't even get a notification or response to that email in over 6 days. It's kind of a long time for an email exchange, right? Three shots. I already have a failure.
Wow.
Failure to eject. By the way, these are 115 grain, just regular, you know, target nose. Slide lock back. So, first magazine. Already a failure. But like I was saying, guys, I'm not saying that I'm the most important person in the world and I need to be responded to immediately. But you're talking a company as big as Century Arms, right? Canik, whatever. Send an email. 6 days later, you get a response. That's a long time for an email response, especially on something like this. But we're talking about a failure to eject, something a little more different. But my main issue I've been having with it is a failure for this to come completely into battery. You're talking whether, I've tried limp wristing, I've tried just gripping this thing as hard as I damn can, which is kind of unnecessary in my thoughts and opinions. As far as just shooting and plinking goes, I'm just using like a normal grip, you know, gripping it pretty high, gripping it hard. I'm not riding the slide or anything like that. And you're getting a lot of...
Oh, was you filming?
No.
Sorry.
No. A lot of failures to come back into battery, which has been the issue. And I was put aware from Canik themselves that they make a high performance spring, which lets me know that you have an issue, or you wouldn't have this high performance spring available because there would be no issues. So obviously there's an issue, right? So it's been over 2 weeks and I've been told that they are sending this high performance spring to me, and it should be getting a confirmation that it's being shipped within 2 days. It's been over another week and I still haven't got a confirmation about this magical spring that's available that they're supposed to be shipping to me. Here's the thing. This is my thoughts and opinions, right? I spent $1,000 on your firearm, right? I spent $1,000 on your firearm, and you're taking forever? Like it's my fault or something like that? It's kind of weird. But customer service, sure they have it and they made this spring available, which is awesome. But the turnaround, I feel, should be a little quicker, right? We all get busy. I've owned a business. We have a business right now. There's no reason it should take over a week to respond to an email. It's just kind of weird. And for me, this is just a plinking pistol. Something for me to come out here, just hit targets with here at the range. Stuff like that. So it's not something that drives me insane about the fact of having failures because of what I use it for. But if you're planning on using this for something else, I get where your issues would probably drive you insane. But like you saw, first magazine, failure to eject. Okay, it is what it is. I'm just down here at the range plinking around. Failure to feed, like I'm saying. But what sucks is this firearm has everything going for it, right? Ported barrel, fluted barrel, compensator. Kind of compensator. It's more of a weight, like a barrel weight for the front, right? Optic cuts, slide cuts, extremely aggressive on the texturing and stippling on the gun, slide serration, ports. Like it's just, you know, flared magwell, you know, high capacity-ish magazines. Not super high capacity, but you know what I'm saying? 18s, 22, something like that. It's very fun to shoot when it works. There we go. Failure to come into battery all the way. I can feel the slide is not all the way seated right now. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that back, right? I'm gonna check this round real quick. Yeah, pull trigger. You probably heard it click on camera. No primer strike whatsoever. You see that? No primer strike. Oh, I got some more.
Let me have that mag. Let's just test.
Test, okay. This is fully loaded, as they would say. And I'm not limp wristing or anything. I'm just, casually grabbing a hold of my gun and shooting it like I can do with any firearm that I have and not have problems, right? Failure to come into battery again.
So it's not the magazine.
It's not that magazine. And I felt the trigger click. That one I couldn't tell that it didn't come fully into battery, but there's literally no primer strike on that at all. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in there. I'm going to jot her in myself. I'm going to plug my ear holes back up. Same round. Worked just fine. Let's keep going. I don't see how a magical spring is going to fix these issues, but whatever. Another failure to do what that thing needs to do, right?
Hey, now wait a minute.
Yeah, what you got?
Because if I'm not mistaken, you have already taken this home and cleaned it?
Yeah, this has been completely cleaned, stripped, re-oiled, everything. Let me see that round. Yeah, there's no primer strike. I know I'm hearing that firing pin engage and do what it's doing. But before, when we first were having issues with this, after I shot, you can feel that it didn't go fully into battery. With these last couple that just happened on camera, I couldn't tell whether that was in battery or not in battery until I pulled the trigger to kind of, you get a little clunk feeling, like a small little, okay, the slide just moved forward a little bit. That's kind of weird. So, yeah, and like I said, these are 115 grain, which is going to be your kind of norm for what people are buying as far as range ammo goes, your 115 grain. But, yeah, this has been a little test with this 115. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the rest of these, and we'll see if we have any more malfunctions. But I also went and bought some 124 grain. And I'm going to run those and see if I'm still having an issue. Is that bullet weight? Is this... I couldn't see it being that... I can't see it being that be the issue. But I'm going to go ahead and go through the rest of these. And then I'm going to magazine up some 124 grain.
Cool.
We'll see what happens. Another failure. That one I could tell the slide didn't go fully into battery on that one. I could feels it right there. Under the camera, it's under the tripod. There should be no primer strike on that. Yeah, because when I pulled the trigger, I could literally feel the slide go forward a little bit. Like, okay, it didn't go fully into freaking battery. My ears, I'm not gonna like this. We lock back. Okay, so, I mean, you can count at home. I'm not, cutting and editing. I don't know how many failures I've already had already, but that makes a range day not nearly as fun. And if you're buying this weapon to trust it with your life or something like that, it's really not going to be fun for you. Okay, I got loaded up. These are Winchester white box 124 grain, and these are just some talking points real quick. Do you think maybe they removed a little bit too much of this slide with the deeper cuts and the slide windows and stuff that are cut out of this? Is the slide a little lighter than it needs to be? Maybe if it was a little heavier, it would go fully into battery on this. But the fact, like I said, that they do have this high performance spring lets me know that they do know that there's an issue with this, or they wouldn't have that as an option, right? So yeah, these are 124 grain. Let's see what happens.
That was a trigger pull.
That was another failure to go fully into battery. When I pulled the trigger, I could feel that slide move forward a little bit, and these are 124 grainers. I can tell there's not going to be a primer strike on this because I literally could feel the slide go forward, right? No primer strike whatsoever. Put that back in said chamber. Send her home. So it's 100% not the ammo, because before I ran 115 grain of, what was it? There was some Blazer brass, some really cheap Monarch stuff from Academy, all 115 grain, and some white box Winchester 115 that we were having all problems with. So you saw those problems with the 115s before. Those were Monarch, and these are Winchester white box 124s. So yeah, still having problems, right? That felt like a failure, but still good. That felt like a failure? That was a failure.
Don't touch anything.
You can see that that did not go fully into battery. I could feel that that felt that way, right?
Show the firing pin.
You can see that. See the firing pin? I don't want to point it at you. You know what I'm
Right, and show the loaded chamber indicator. It's not showing.
It is not tipped up.
Now
It's like barely. It's a barely. You can feel it with your fingers that it's tipped up a little bit.
okay, we're focused on the gun itself, so.
All right, okay.
So show how far out of battery that is right there. It's just minuscule.
Yeah, ready for this? Ready? We are now fully into battery.
Now show the chamber.
See the firing pin? And you see the indicator, rocker is now up. But I could feel that when I shot. I go, okay, that definitely didn't go fully into battery. Something is preventing that from going fully. And I'm gonna do something because this is something I noticed during that first video. Let's see if there is a notch or a gouge taken out of the front of this bullet. Because that was a thing too.
Yeah, it was.
I want to drop.
Like a feed ramp, like it ran up into the chamber really steeply.
Just want to drop her out of here. Right there.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. If you look at the front of this bullet, and when I look in here at the feed ramp, I don't see anything indicating where it would put a notch out of that bullet, right? Look in there at that feed ramp. Nothing that's going to show anything to where that's been done to it. Right?
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to.
I don't know either. Why would a high performance spring fix the issue with this bullet whacking into something and putting a big gouge in it? It shouldn't do that. It should hit the feed ramp lip, slide right up into that chamber. I don't know. Like I said, 124 grain. Still having the same issues.
Ding!
I was gonna say that's definitely a failure to go into battery right there, but I'm out of ammo, guys. You want to run some?
I want.
It's really
Yeah, I
fun.
do.
It's really fun fixing, you know, malfunctions over and over again, especially for $1,000. Those 124 grain also.
Yeah. So yeah, full 18 rounds of the 124 Winchester white box. It's been a couple weeks since I shot this gun. I've been shooting my Echelon all day. Kind of wondering if I like this better than my Echelon. Maybe it's because he has more goodies on top of here, but I don't know. I really like them both. I do have to get used to it. Been shooting other guns. Trying to find out where that red dot pops up.
Did you feel the slide move forward when you pulled the trigger?
Yeah, the trigger's pulled. The loaded chamber, or the firing pin indicator is down. The loaded chamber indicator is up. So let's depress the trigger. Nothing. So there's a live round in here. And the firing pin indicator is not shown. So it's not actually fireable right now. So yeah, again, we got the clip on the front there. Man, I don't know.
I don't either.
Like it.
See, it's
Spitball with me here.
Right.
So, if this bullet has a dent on the nose,
which lets me know it's got to be driving and whacking into something.
it cannot.
No, these are all. None of these have marks on them. They're just
It cannot mark from
no.
the clip, right? Clip, right?
Your clipazine.
Because the clipazine is, the bullets are higher than the clip, so it comes out of the magazine, and then it feeds up. So is it hitting the top of the barrel, or is it hitting the bottom of the feed ramp? Well, let's load that one back in there, and we'll just slowly let this down and see. That was kind of quick, so I don't know what. But as you can see, I let that down slowly, and it didn't go in the battery. Kind of expected, but that little bitty, there's like nothing, there is nothing right here.
Not too much. Yeah.
It just needs probably a longer or stronger spring. Maybe every one of these bullets are nicked like that.
Hitting that spot or something.
Man, I don't know. We'll just.
That looks fine.
That's a good bullet.
Yep,
So,
I don't see anything on that at all.
so it's not all of them that's getting nicked on the bullet. That's just strange.
That's very strange.
I'm thinking it just needs a couple of extra coils of
power.
recoil spring.
Okay. And like I said, with what's going on right now, I'm gonna keep playing Canik or Century Arms, whoever's going to be responsible for whatever the hell's going on right now. I'll keep playing their game for a little bit.
That's just with my pinky. So I don't like what's there. It just needs a coil or two.
I shouldn't be able to that easily just do that. I shouldn't be able to do that.
I think it just needs a couple coils.
Yeah. You dropped my Terran Tactical magazine again.
I gotta buy you 2 of them now. I gotta call them. Shit, I gotta email them, don't I?
Good luck with that one.
Oh my God.
But like I'm saying earlier, guys, this is just a plinking weapon for me to have fun at the range. This isn't something I take seriously. It's just a cool looking little collaboration that I really, really kind of wanted, you know? That's a very good looking gun, very comfortable looking gun. And when it works, it's super fun to shoot. Like I said, I'm going to play Century Arms Canik's game for a little while with the back and forth with customer service. Like I said, it's already been 2 weeks. I'm not expecting to have my spring in hand at 2 weeks, but I'm still in a back and forth conversation through email with 2 weeks. It's kind of nutty. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna play their little customer service game for a little while. Wait for this new, gonna save all spring to come in. See if it actually does function. I'm not going to say zero malfunctions, but let's see if it functions 80%, 75% better than it is right now. If not, this thing's going to have to go back to them, and they're going to have to figure this stuff out, because every single except for one magazine so far has had that malfunction. That's crazy. Every magazine, that's crazy, okay? $1,000, that's crazy, okay? So I got 10 of them things, 10 of them 124 white boxers in here. I know what the problem is. Didn't have my flashlight on.
Oh, yeah, turn that on.
Should be good now. No malfunctions coming up. No, looks like it still happened. Better turn that flashlight off before I blind somebody. Yeah, when I hit the trigger, I could feel the slide move forward again. Drop her down. I'm not gonna do the fancy trying to catch shit. My eyes aren't good enough for that. But yeah, we got a old whole wackaroony right there on the old front of that Bull A, that 124 grain Bull A. Yeah, this is every mag. I only put 10 rounds in this magazine and I'm already having issues. And they said, I mean, I don't know if they were just trying to throw shade, but they were saying, you know, everybody has different shooting styles, and maybe your shooting style isn't set up for this gun, so maybe they like these kind of shooting styles or something. I don't know. What up, dude? Yeah, function fine. 4 shots in a row. That's pretty impressive. So I think I understand what the shooting style is now for this. Okay guys, we're back. I've just had, within 18 rounds, probably 10 failures to go back into batteries. You can see there's another one right there. Let's just see what happens, see if it keeps doing it, right? I'm gonna put my ears in just because it's kind of annoying me. That went. Failure to go into battery. That went. Failure to go into battery. That went. That's a barely, that'll probably fire, I bet, but it's like, that was a super sluggish going back into battery. That worked. That worked. Failure to go back into battery. Failure to go back into battery. Canik, come on, send me this spring that's gonna fix all my issues with your firearm that I spent so much money on. That one went in, but it was super sluggish. That was a failure to go back into battery. And these are still 124 grain white box, right? The other spring that comes in the kit, this is your normal spring. It's meant for anything 1,000 feet per second, 115 grain and up is what it specifically says. The other spring is meant for your lighter loads, like your competition loads, 1,000 feet per second and over. So I'm way over that. So putting the lighter spring wouldn't make any sense for what's going on right now, because I feel like I need something heavier, right? And we're locked back. That one magazine probably, God, how many failures you eject in that one magazine are there? 8?
A lot.
8. 8 out of 20-ish. That's insane, Canik. Come on, man. So there you guys go. I've had a few comments and people saying that they've had the same issue, so I just wanted to bring this video kind of back. I wanted to retouch on this gun, seeing if it's still having those problems. And not only is it still having those problems, it's three times worse than it was the initial first shots of this gun. We probably did 100, 150 rounds that first session. We're probably at 100 and something right now, 100 rounds right now.
Say round counts, put closer to 4 to 5.
Total rounds. Yeah, today I'm talking. So yeah, total rounds through this firearm, probably closer to that 400 range. But as you can see in this video, it's getting worse. I've stripped this gun. I've cleaned it. I've oiled it.
Yeah,
I've done all that.
It's not something where you go to the range and you say, yeah, it ran great. It fouled a couple times. No, this is how to shoot.
This is every magazine. It's every magazine, right? It's like, did you guys test these before you sent them to the masses? Or did you go, okay, Terrence said put a compensator, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that, and not test it and send it out to the masses is what it feels like.
Looks good, right?
Yeah, it looks good. If you've ever got a lemon before, this may be one of those things. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm going to wait on Canik to send me whatever they're going to send me. I'm going to see if it still works or doesn't work, or have to send it in sometime. But yeah, Canik TTI Combat, just an update video on what's kind of going on with mine. And yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button, right? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We always appreciate the subscribe button so you can watch this process keep going on, just like we did with the old P322, right? With the old leaded barrel. Let's send it in 5 times to see what happens. So I don't know if we got another one of those on our hands or not, but the best thing about this gun is it's comfortable, right? So you can just play with it and dry fire it in your living room. Don't use live ammunition. It's not meant for live ammunition, but if you want to dry fire it, this could be the queen for you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you got one of these and you're having issues, or you know anything else about it. Like I said, waiting on Canik. We'll figure out what's happening, guys. All right. Does it work with no ammunition? Nope.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I just dream of fishing while I'm going through my workday. I listen to my boss, though he's driving me berserk. Damn it, I can't take much more because my brain is really hurting. And now the bank is always calling and I don't know what to do. And I haven't bought a crankbait since like 1992. But the bass are out.